That's why I faked that.
Don't right next to the camera truck like.
Don't nobody be mad.
Don't nobody be mad. Yo,
Don't nobody be mad.
you dumb as shit.
So this is extracurricular nonsense episode number 1.
Hey,
Yo, I forgot to cut the camera on. And yo,
I was articulate for an hour.
Hey yo!
This is why nothing is done.
Yo, we're not about to sit here and act like we didn't just waste 30 minutes because we forgot to cut the camera. Hey yo, this is how we're gonna start our fucking series off, yo.
no, stop.
Start it over, yo. Come on.
No, yo, this is a good look.
Yo, because this is exactly what we represent.
Bro.
Yo, but stop. Keep the slide move. So I forgot to cut on the
God.
camera, guys. So look, check this out. When I saw the lid, I'm like, let me act like I'm throwing this away and just peep to see.
And then he was trying to lie. He was gonna try to lie. Yo, let's talk about why niggas is trying to lie with niggas that don't matter. Like, what were we gonna do?
Beat you the fuck up in your house?
Your house. The fuck? What were we gonna do?
Yo.
Yo, that's painful.
Yo.
Oh my
You know
God.
what? There's these type of moments that when we get big,
Oh,
we gotta think back.
God,
Yo,
said,
I just knew I forgot to cut that shit
yo
on.
said, I used a lid to go like.
It was so slick, and I said, I hit one of them. Oh, y'all, I did that.
Nigga.
I did that.
So LeBron.
Yeah. So what we're talking about? LeBron James starting the school.
We couldn't have a meeting with nobody.
Ever.
They be like, yo.
This is not what we really want.
You
don't really want this.
Two unprofessional.
Oh my God.
There's levels to unprofessionality.
And you guys are the bottom level.
If you took the worst customer service that I've seen in my life, you're that.
You describe it. You describe it.
But
Damn.
back to LeBron though. Like somebody brought up, I was watching this radio show and he was like, "What do you think the curriculum is like? Because yeah, you get all the stuff that's good for the community, but what are you actually learning when you're in a school? Like, is it based off of
It would have to be state.
I would say it has to abide by the state.
Yeah, it's not
school
anything
system.
that's like.
So it's not gonna be
we're not gonna give them like phony diplomas. You know what I'm saying? Like they have to get a regular.
Yeah, but like at the same
it's not
time,
Trump
like,
University, nigga.
Every school's like that, but every school.
What do you mean every school's like what?
I get it, but he never said it's like LeBron Catholic or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't seem to have.
Is it even named after him?
No, it's not. It's no.
His name's not even attached to like the title of the school.
It's just a school. I believe
this is a proper school.
If anything, it has like what the prep or anything.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure it's prep something.
So. No, and then if you're LeBron James, you don't want to have some sort of
scandal.
Exactly.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. I wasn't even accusing that.
Or just some sort of silly shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
he's too big for that.
We're not doing like no silly shit. Or at least like niggas. He has the type of surroundings where niggas be like, yo, that's dumb. Like we not.
But that's stupid.
No,
you're right.
No, I would say. Just for it being all over ESPN, all over CNN, we know it. They went through the right steps.
Yeah,
because to even get to CNN,
I guess, but no, yeah, like
I would say CNN would have did their background check. They would have dug in and see what steps would they take to make this real.
Like to sit down with them on some
exactly. So not only has
who's that Diane Keaton or some shit. Like,
yeah. So not only did he sit down with some top people, he did an interview with he's not my guy, but Don Lemon.
I don't like him.
I don't like him either, but he's a huge figure on CNN.
Right, yeah, true.
So to be able to sit down and have an interview with him, you're doing the right things because they did their due diligence. Yeah. They did their due diligence looking through the records of the school and what kind of process the school went through to get up and running. What's the funding like? What is the curriculum like? Like they know what's going on. So anything that was out of whack would have been exposed.
And then another thing that makes you think about that's one basketball player. Of course, we don't know who's funded with, who his team is, but like, imagine if the whole league did shit like that. Like, imagine how much they could change
They do to a certain extent. Like they try, but you gotta understand
that. Like,
but that's only LeBron James can only do what LeBron James can do. Like that's something that is phenomenal because that's.
But then
LeBron
that brings
James.
up the conversation of why hasn't Jordan done anything like that? Like
because Michael Jordan doesn't care about the public like that.
And no one's
he's made it known.
No one's
Michael Jordan openly invests in prisons and things like that to further we can get into why he does it or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because I mean it is profitable. So say what you want to say. He's made money on it. But like he does that, he refuses to lower the prices of Jordans. Even when they asked him directly, they said people are killing people in the streets. Chicago, to be specific, over your shoes. And it's an issue.
100%.
Lower it a little bit? No.
Listen. I see where you're coming from with that question. And even before we get to that question, it's like I've had this conversation with a couple people.
Next time, don't get a breast unless you like.
Stop. But it's like you ask that question: why aren't other
affluent black people?
Yeah. Hey yo. You can't to ask why aren't other affluent black people within the league?
He did it twice. He meant it. He did it twice.
Doing things like this is kind of unfair to that person because no one's obligated to do things.
I mean, you're not, but here's how I feel. When you get a certain amount of income, you have a certain amount of.
You don't have
not even responsibility.
No, you don't.
But like
you have no responsibility or obligation.
I'm not asking you
anything.
I'm not asking you to open a whole school.
You don't have the right to ask me to do anything that I don't want to do.
I just think it's kind of
as a matter of fact.
So what?
I'm slapping you with stacks of my money.
Yo, this idea that the world itself is not selfish is tomfoolery.
No, 100%.
We live in a selfish world that is built for us to be survival of the fittest. You can't survive the fittest if you're not selfish.
True.
We don't live in this utopian world.
Let's make sure this doesn't turn into a Republican rant.
No.
Because my thing is like, as much as we know that our community is suffering, like I'm not gonna put like give back to a point where I'm like struggling. But like, imagine you have $1 million and you bought a car. And I'm not saying you just, let's say you're a millionaire. Like you have multiple millions coming in every month.
Right.
Let's say you got $10 million a month. You bought $1 million car, $1 million home, and you got a bunch of clothes. What else are you doing with that money that's productive?
But that's us.
Are you investing?
But that's,
I would be investing to also make me more money. Like I understand.
It don't even take a lot. Put $1 million in the community, you build a whole change of culture.
I understand the concept.
$1 million in a neighborhood?
Because this is what I'm saying. Is that I love the idea of that, but the world is so corrupt that even
they would do something to block it out.
Trying to do that, fucking you catch Sheila Dixon with 300 Toys R Us gift cards. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's the type of shit that happens. So, no. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like shit like, I will, if I see things and you come across charitable acts every day.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And people that
I'd be definitely
that deserve a break and things like that every day. And I want to have an impact on somebody like so that I can at least see it. You know what I'm saying? See it happen. Like I'm just not about like the blind giving of things because.
But no, because you don't want to just
people take advantage. Like how many times have you tried to give somebody like a homeless person a sandwich
and they say,
like, "Fuck you for that sandwich. I want money. I want to do drugs."
But that's my thing though because
you say you was homeless. You said anything will help. Like blah blah blah.
This sandwich should help.
I would think, but nah.
But think about it. Okay, so we both have backgrounds a little bit in real estate. So let's say you buy a whole block.
Yeah.
And then you fund that block. You know they ignore the city.
I would love to build a park.
You build a
things like that, but then you have to account for the hobos, the pedophiles, the people who are selling
cars. Different though, because if you buy a block,
even if you buy,
and you buy property and you get people to move in, and then you change that community little by little by little.
How 20 years from now?
Even if you do that, right? Even if you do that, you can't bring in the people that's ideal to bring in without one bringing up counts of discrimination, and then it's like so you can't. So once you realize you can't discriminate who you bring in there, now you have to let in drug dealers if they have the means to get in. If they meet your requirements, can't discriminate.
True.
You can't discriminate. If it's pedophiles, you can't discriminate. So even if you say let's buy up the block, Okay, let's buy up the block.
Yeah, right.
But how long is that block gonna be up and running and thriving before random people come in and start to fuck it up again?
Now,
So in my mind, I feel as though.
But you can't say that same.
If I had money, I wouldn't necessarily go here buying up the block. I would be investing in education because that's how you change. That's how you change communities. You don't change communities by simply fixing things in the community.
No. I don't want to make it
You-
sound like it was. I was just talking about.
No.
I'm just talking about that's an aspect of it.
Right. I don't believe it is though. I think that idea. I think that aspect of it is simply what apartment complexes do when you move out. Instead of coming in, stripping the wall down, and putting fresh paint on, they come in and put the 10th coat on. So it's not fixing anything.
Making your apartment forever small.
Exactly. It's doing nothing.
That square footage is a little off. Sir.
Exactly. It's doing nothing but hiding the problems with that community or with that city. What you do is you get in and you educate. You fix the schools up. You start teaching parents the right way to either parent
But you can do that in a community as well because Jewish people do it, Asian people do it.
Yeah,
I mean, every community does.
No, but you have to start in the schools because
I agree.
they've been doing it for 70
businesses.
years.
Yeah,
I think
dude.
like,
And I think
real
people.
estate,
Oh,
like, you
yeah.
gotta start the businesses because you have to find a way to fund the school.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's
You
the
can't
only way
just jump
because
into
schools.
Yeah, but you
we all know-
can't be
we
giving
all know-
random people businesses either.
No, but we all know that schools run on a deficit.
You're
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Like, there's no, come on, like, if we're gonna really do it in a neighborhood that needs it, we know that it's not gonna run on a profit. So that's just fair share. So we're gonna need sustainable businesses and teach people how to A, go to school, and B, go to work. You know what I'm saying? So
They
it's
need
like
life lessons.
Exactly.
Like they need
and you
because
need
there's so many
you
people.
need an ability to be able to pay to do that. You need an ability to be able to fund any idea that you have. We all can sit here and
I think-
speculate and have great ideas, but we all know that as soon as we walk out that door, you're gonna need money to park there. You're gonna need money to go
And
there.
I hate that
you're gonna need
people
money to
want to
run
do
that,
so
you
much
know what
to
I'm saying? You're gonna need
change,
money for everything.
but they ignore that aspect of it. They're like, oh, every support a black business, but they don't want to spend no money. I'm like, yo,
Exactly.
that's how you support it, though.
Exactly.
Like that's how it's not. I give you shit, and it's a black
Everybody
business.
and you walking up there like, oh, can I do the discount? Like, yo.
No, bro. Like
Really?
this, we trying to do something here. Like I'm trying to feed my family, and then we can give back when I get in a position like that.
This is what I'm saying. Does the state of Maryland give you a discount?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Then I don't. You know what I'm saying? We paying them.
I support
We
black
paying
businesses, but I need black businesses to get better with customer service.
Now that's, I
goddamn.
feel like that's a
the
different
hell.
story. I feel like that's a whole different.
That's a totally different topic, but
yeah.
yo, I buy as much as I can from black businesses, yo. But yo, we have to get better with customer service.
But you won't post them on your Instagram because you don't have an Instagram. So
I don't have an Instagram.
So
why don't you have an Instagram?
What is the problem with you?
Instagram came out after when Instagram came out, like 2012. Like that's when Instagram got hot. 2012,
I
2013.
don't know, kid.
Bro, I was already
I
done.
just had it. Like I woke up one day, it was on my
social
phone.
media.
Like,
Right, bro. Like
I've seen years when Twitter got hot, right?
that's true.
Twitter got
I was
hot.
never
I've
a
seen
Twitter
years.
guy.
Yo,
You know, I didn't make a Twitter.
I thought I was nice to
Bro,
like,
I didn't make a Twitter until
This nigga said this like it was a game.
I didn't-
I was nice at that shit.
I didn't create my Twitter account until this so after senior week, bro.
Right.
So in the middle of summer, I created a Twitter, and then
Oh, we were down there around the same time.
yeah. Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
shout out to that.
Yeah, that week was wild, man.
That was almost too much.
But yeah, so I made my Twitter account in the middle of summer, and I didn't even get on until I went to North Carolina for school.
I wish we knew a nigga like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like what?
Like Artie. Yo, that shit was almost too much. Yo, senior week. Yo, oh shit, stop.
I didn't go to my season.
What?
Yeah,
I feel like you're depriving yourself when you don't go.
One,
yo.
right? We need to give you one. No problem. Yeah,
I think you deprive yourself when you go to senior week,
oh
bro.
my goodness, yo, that shit.
I mean, I was out. I was
And
down
then
there,
to
but I
like-
wasn't.
But I'm just a Baltimore boy,
I
so
went
like
for like a weekend.
when I open my door and there's like the ocean right there, like
It's
niggas
different.
just like
It's
yeah,
different, yo.
like, yo, you just like yo,
It's different,
niggas
yo.
see like eating with a hangover, eating like omelets
Pizza,
and
yo, what the-
orange juice and shit.
Nah, bro, because when I was
Eating
in San
pizza
Diego,
from that-
Well, we would
last
go, we
night
would go
shit.
out. We would go out for like, you know what I'm saying, brunch and shit.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. We would go out for brunch and like dinner. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I mean, so the couple days we were down there, a couple of us would get up, watch the sunrise, and then go back in and sleep,
yeah.
and then wait till like 4,
Yeah.
and then
Wait
go
till
on
like
the rest of the day.
Yeah, we be like, they be like, yo,
Yo.
niggas cannot sleep. Like they would, you'd be a bitch if you like just couldn't do like.
So say, yo, wake up, cause we gonna be out all day. Yo, we're not going to sleep tonight.
Right, that whole
like you go straight home and they be like, oh yeah, we go, all right, we'll be right there. Like you'll be like, oh damn,
yo,
like everybody sit down.
That whole summer was like that though.
Yeah, it really was.
The entire summer after high school, before college, was exactly like senior week. You did not sleep.
Right.
Bro,
and I feel like we did. I feel like we did it in a way that will never be done before. Like we really like had a good time without really killing each other. Like,
it was minimal violence.
That was
minimal
drama. You weren't joking,
like you know,
because that's how it was.
Not because I really lost
like,
friends. Like I really lost friends, and like that shit is like when you watch it. Like I really like just started watching The Wire and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like people joke and like we all talk about like being number one in murder and shit like that. But realistically, that touches us.
100%.
Like real talk. Like I look like I can't go out my door now without visibly seeing houses of people who have lost their sons, who like don't have sons, who don't have a legacy to their family anymore. Can you think about that? Like when I think about children and things like that, when I think about that, especially like young boys and young males and stuff, especially like if you're the only boy that your mother ever had and shit like that, and you get killed over some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And she forever has to live without her boy.
Think about here's what's weird to me though. But you spend 10 years of your life with this person. You go to elementary school with this person, you go to middle school with this person, you go to high school with this person, and then one day they just not there. And
10?
even
10, it was more than 10. It was like I knew this thing for 20.
Yeah, like it's weird. Like it's a weird.
Like I don't know a day where I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Where I didn't know that.
I grew up with this
from before I could go to school. I could go outside and go to your house.
I used to walk to school with this guy. And one day, I got a phone call like, yo, like. I seen people posting about like, yo, dude passed away, he got shot or what. I'm like, over what though? Like what? And then you start wanting the story, like, yo, he was always a cool guy, though. Like, he wasn't aggressive.
Please don't.
He wasn't a bitch. But like,
same thing with my homie.
Like he was cool. Like he wasn't.
And like you couldn't imagine,
like why though? Like
they stabbed him to death, and I was like, like
that's
I couldn't even imagine. Right? That's what I'm saying. I couldn't even imagine like the way this kid was. Like I could only imagine, like you stab him, he'd be like, "What?" Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and they talking about like they stabbed Joe a lot.
Yeah.
Like so
it's a weird.
Baltimore, she's a bitch, ain't she?
I
mean, she really